Hi guys, it's Promise Sebastian here again. It's another wonderful Wednesday and trust you are having a wonderful day. Guys, here is another crazy 3D text effect tutorial on pixellab. Okay, so this is a totally new pattern. It's gonna be fun and interesting as well. Okay, so sit back, relax and enjoy. If you know you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification button so you get notified whenever I drop an awesome video like this every Wednesday night. So guys, let's get started. I'm going to start by getting a blank background as usual. So I'll head over to the background interface and I'm on the background interface now. So I'm going to head over to the color now and then gradient. So I'll swipe to a default gradient. I'm going to use this blue now. Then the plus button beside is what I just clicked now. So these are color plates here. So I'm going to click on first color plate and this color edit tool, which is used to edit color. I have the colors on my clipboard. So guys, I usually state it clearly whenever I'm doing any of these 3D text effects that you should be strict with the colors. Okay, you either copy or you cram the colors because they will really help you. So I'm gonna be pasting the first color. I have it here on my clipboard now. The first background gradient, which is background gradient light gray. This is it here. So I'm gonna delete the name and then I have just the color code. I'll click OK and OK and OK. So this is the lights for the background and this is the dark side now. And then I'll use the color to edit to again and then to paste the dark part of the green. So I will swipe up to get the color here. So this is the background green. So I will just delete this now. And I have just my color code. Click OK and OK. Okay, so I got the color and the gradient now, but the arrangement, this is not the arrangement. So this is the arrangement here. This one that looks more like a light coming from the top of the background. Okay, so this is it. This fifth one. Okay, so what I want to do next is get my text plus text, draw to the extreme and then increase the size somewhere here, double tap and then type in my travel. So I have travel. It's caps travel all caps. You click OK and then we'll draw a little bigger and then we change the font. We head over to the font folder and then my font tool now recent. I've actually used the font, so I'm going to be showing you the font to you guys on the description link. So this is the font here, Voltura. Okay, I'll click OK and then I have the font now. I would want to increase this a little more and something like this is cool now. So what I want to do next is either add shadow or add color. Okay, so you could do any of them to start from there. I'm going to add the color first now. So we'll head over to the color tool, head over to gradient now, and then I'm going to use the plus button, and then this is the dark side and this is the bright side like I explained earlier. So I'll head over to the dark side first and then color and then use the pencil look I like to, and then I'm going to delete all these colors and then swipe to get the color here. So this is it. First text layer, the bottom color, which is the dark color. So we'll delete all these other ones now. So I have just my color. I'll click OK and OK. Okay, the color code, I've not been calling the color code, guys. The color code of this one is 009B7C. So I'll click OK and OK. So for the background, I'm gonna go get the color code if I input these ones now. So I'll click on this color now and then use the pencil look I like to and then delete this and then paste in the other color. So I have the top, which is this one. The color code is 06D7A3. 06D7A3. Okay, so I'll click OK and OK and OK. So I'll click OK now. So I have the color gradient for this travel text now. So what I want to do next now is get the color code for you guys, the background color code. So here is the background now. Okay, I just tap on, let me tap on the background now and head over to color. So here is the background. We use the plus button now to get the color. This is the light part, that's the light green, The color code is 2AB E70, 2AB E70, capital letters. Okay, so you have the other dark green color. This is the color code here. You have 006930, 006930. I'll click OK, and then I'm gonna cancel this because I've gotten it. So I'll tap on my travel text, go to color. I've added the color before, so I'm just gonna have the color here. So I'll head over to alphabet interface now, and then on my travel text, head over to color, and then add the color gradient I just created now. So I have it on the travel. So what I want to do now is add some shadow to this, and then I'm going to increase the offset of the shadow, the offset at 24, and then we are going to increase the blur reduce. Increase the blur reduce to 26, and then opacity, we are going to reduce the opacity to 84. Okay, so we are cool with this now. I'll click OK. So what I want to do next is I can increase it a little bit or leave this side. Is get to the 3D tool now. So this is where you need to pay attention because I didn't use the other 3D tool we often use. Okay, so I'll click on the 3D, and then I'm gonna on it now. So this time I'm not gonna change to oblique. I'm gonna leave it on perspective. I'm gonna off the simulate lightning tool now. So we'll have it off and everything is off now. So what I want to do next now is darken this travel text, darken the depth of the 3D. So we'll have the depth. The darken here is at 5%. So we're going to increase the darken very well to around 75%. And then we're going to rotate the X. This is perspective. So once you're on perspective, you're going to see 3D rotation. But if you're on oblique, you're not going to see 3D rotation like that. So you see, you rotate the oblique angle, and then the Z rotation. That's only what you're going to see. You're not going to see rotating X and Y and the rest. So we'll change back to perspective, and we are yet to increase the depth though. So we have a darken of 75, and then we are going to rotate the X. You see what you have here, 3D rotation X, Y, Z. So we rotate X this time to 15. So I will have X rotation of 15 now. And then we can increase the depth. We can increase the depth really well. Increase the depth to 25. And then I'm going to click OK. I have the 3D text now. So this is looking good now. What I want to do next is add some stroke to this travel. So we'll head over to the stroke now. And then we're going to on the stroke too. With the same gradient color we used for the color for this travel text, this is the same gradient color we are going to use. This is this gradient color now we use for the main text color is the same we are going to use for the stroke. So we are going to increase the stroke really well. Increase the stroke to 23. Okay, so 23 is cool. I'm going to click OK, and then we are going to reduce the spacing. You see this text spacing now, your normal text spacing. We're going to reduce the spacing to just 3. Okay, we'll have a text spacing of -3. Okay, we reduced it. So I'm just going to increase this a little. As you're working, we are going to be increasing. Okay, so I'll copy this now. Copy and then remove everything, the 3D, the shadow of the 3D, and then place this guy here now. And then this time reduce the amount of shadow I have here, the amount of stroke I have here, sorry, a little bit, not that much. And then we are going to change the color of this now. So we head over to the color to, okay, I reduce the stroke of this one to 20. So we are going to change this color now. We head over to the color tool and then gradient to use the plus button now, and then to the dark ones. Let's start from the dark one now. To the color menu here, and then use the pencil lookalike to let's type in the color. I'm gonna delete this now. So it's second text layer. So you have second text layer bottom. So I'm gonna delete all these other texts, and then we'll click OK and OK and OK for this. Then for this other one, this bright one, use the edit tool again, delete, and then we'll have the top one, second text layer, top. So we'll delete from here, and then we'll have just this now. I'll click OK and OK and OK. So this is it. This is the color here. Okay, I didn't call the color code of this one again, so I'm just gonna tap on this. The color. Okay, the color code is 008369. That's for the dark one. 008369. And then you have this one, the light one. The color code is 01AA9C. 01AA9C. I'll click OK and OK. So I have this color now. So I'm gonna add the stroke color of this text. Now we removed everything, this other text, with the same color we added as the main color. So we head over to the stroke and then change to this same color now, and then place it here and see the gap it's having, whether it's having that much gap. So if it's having much gap, we'll reduce the stroke a little bit, somewhere to, let's just leave it as this 18. And then we'll add some shadow to this. Add some shadow, not that much shadow. Blur reduce, you reduce blur reduce very well. Blur reduce of 2 will do. And then the Y offset is what you're gonna reduce also. So Y offset of 2. Okay. So Y offset of 1, let's leave as 1, and then blur radius of 1 also. So we have a blur radius of 1. So we are cool with this now, and then we'll have to reduce the stroke of this for us to get exactly what we are looking for. We'll get enough space for us to get enough space so that we'll place this and we'll have spacing to make it look like what we are looking for. So reduce the stroke of this now. Okay, so 15 is the stroke I have here. 15. And then the stroke of the other text is 23. So the gap there now is just 8. 8 gap. So when designing your own, you mind the gap. It's 8. Gap of 8. So bring this guy here. Make sure everything is perfect. So this is looking good now. What I want to do next is copy this other text. Okay, I copied this 3D text. I wouldn't want to copy this one. Let me copy this one at the top. I'll copy this now. And then lock this other one so I don't move them by mistake. So I have this other text now. So I'll head over. This one will have a 3D and will have a different color now. So for now, let's just off the shadow. I'll click OK, and then we'll head over to the color tool to add the color of this other text. So we head over to the color tool, and this time around it's not a gradient, it's just a plain color. We use the plus button, and then with this pencil look I like to type in the color now. Okay, so guys, pay attention to the color of this one now. I'll delete this and then head over to my clipboard now. So this is the third layer color. So you have FEFF03, FEFF03. That's the color code. I'll click OK and OK and OK. So I have the color code for this. Now I'm gonna off this stroke because I won't be needing it. So I'll off the stroke because it's not important here. We'll click OK, and then we'll go to inner shadow now. On the inner shadow, and then use the plus button to type in the color code for the inner shadow. So I'll delete this now, and then this is the inner shadow color code. So this is the third layer inner shadow color code, F7310D. F7310D. Pay attention to the colors. Okay, so I'll click OK and OK, and then this is the color now, but I'm going to reduce the transparency a little bit because it's inner shadow. I don't want it to be thick and then cover everywhere. So somewhere here I think will be cool. So that is it. So we increase the blur reduce very well, because it's the blur reduce that will be doing the work. Blur reduce of 15. Well, let's just leave it as 14. It's perfect. The blur reduce of 14. Okay. So you know the display and the arrangement of landscape and portrait is always different. You get, so when designing a portrait, you know how many inner shadow you give to make it okay. So we'll click OK now. What we want to do now is go on the 3D tool now. So I'll head over to the 3D tool, the same perspective, We'll off the simulate lightning as usual. And then we'll change from auto to color. So we'll have to use our own different color. For it to be on auto means it automatically generates a color from the color you have from the text. But if you choose color, that means you want to add your own color. That is how it works. If you choose color, that means you want to add your own color now. So what I want to do now is click on the color, use the plus button, and then use the pencil lookalike to type in my own color. Okay, so I'll delete all this now, and this is the color for the 3D. This is F75210. 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 I'll click OK and OK and OK. So I have the depth color now. So what I want to do now is reduce the amount of depth to just 6 now. And then this darken will not be needed because I added my own color. When you're adding darken, that means when it's on auto, so you could use it for something. But when you have your own color, no need to darken it, or else you want to darken the color. Okay, I copied the text, so I'm just copying each of these text. So should in case you are not copying, I'm just copying each of these texts and then changing their properties. Okay, so should in case you don't copy, each of the text should have their 3D X dimension. So the X dimension should have a 3D tilt. You should have a 3D tilt. This is the 3D tilt of 15 degrees, all the whole text. Okay, so I have this here and I'm going to place it perfectly well somewhere here. And then this one is not going to have this text spacing of -3 because this is the one at the top now. It's going to have a text spacing of -2 instead of -3. That's you -1. So it balances well with everything. So by so doing now, this is going to look more balanced than the other one. So we're not going to forget adding shadow to this to make it more realistic now. So I'll add shadow to this now. And then increase the blur radius to just 6. The blur radius of 6. And then increase offset, Y offset to 6. Also, and then X offset, you can keep it to 1 or just leave it. So I'll bring this guy up a little somewhere here now. So it's looking good now. So what I want to do now is increase the stroke of these other two now. So the more you increase, if it's looking okay, you know that you are good now. So we'll start increasing the stroke now. So initially I have a stroke of 23. So I'm going to increase and a stroke of 35. And then this one, you increase also this second text. So you increase this and this, that's the first layer text and the second layer text. So we increase the first layer text has a stroke of 35 now, and then the second layer text is having 15. So we increase it so it meets up with the other one. So we increase and increase. I think it has met it. So we have 27 35. So the same 8 difference, that is the same gap the two are still having. Okay, so I'll click on the first text and then bring it down and make sure I have enough space. So you can see from here now, and I'm enjoying enough space by just adding more stroke to this. Okay, so 35 for the first layer text and then 27 for the second layer text. Okay, I think we'll have this settled now. And the arrangements and everything here, I think we'll have it settled now. So what we want to do next is copy this other text, remove the 3D. This is a 4-layer text effect. So you have to copy 4 layers of the text and place on top for you to actually get it. So of the 3D, of the shadow, and then the color now is going to be transparent. The color of this text now is going to be transparent. So you head over to color now. Text, you can make them exact. I have a transparent color here, but it's not very much transparent. So this is the slider for transparency. Whatever color you have, just take the slider to this one now, to the extreme left, and it's transparent 100%. So you see we have 100% transparent color. So we'll click OK, and then head over to the inner shadow tool now, and then reduce the blur radius to 0 for now, and then use the plus button, then use the pencil lookalike tool. So you're going to be typing this color code now. So I'll delete this now, and then this is the color code now for the 4th layer, FFF9C4. So you have 3 Fs and then 9C4. We'll click OK and OK and OK. So this is it now. So we'll offset y to 3. We'll offset y to 4, not 3, and then place it at the top of this one, so it laps with this second text now, with this third layer text. You get this third layer text now is the one is going to lap in with. You bring this guy to lap with the third layer text. So I'm moving and moving, and I think I have it lapped. So bring left, bring down, bring up. Okay, guys, I think everything is not balanced. So just mark every of them and then move them till they are balanced at the center. So guys, this is it. Is very much easy, like easy. So guys, this is it. Let's just move a little more. I think I over moved it, so move left this time. And do we have it balanced? Not really. Move left and see what will happen. Okay, it's balanced. So guys, thanks for watching this awesome tutorial. You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, share with your friends, like this video. It's awesome, isn't it? Okay, so it's the end of the tutorial. Keep creating. See you guys next Wednesday.